Hi guys, and welcome to my new video. In this video I want to talk about how I alleviate my autism symptoms and how you can as well. So if you didn't know, I am autistic. I got to know that when I was an adult, so all my life I went undiagnosed and without knowing that I actually have autism. And getting to know that, it was a relief but also a shock. And ever since I have studied more about it, I've noticed along the way things that alleviate my symptoms, things that alleviate my problems and ease up things in my brain. So if you suffer from autism, this will definitely help you. Now I want to add a disclaimer that I am only slightly on the spectrum myself. I am so-called high functioning. So if you are deeper on the spectrum, this might not help you as much. And once again, I'm not a professional, so please seek professional help. Let's go there. Okay, the first one is a tip that I've recently noticed or recently realized, and this has helped me a lot with my rigid thinking. We autistic people, we tend to think very rigidly. So if you can be more flexible with your thoughts, more flexible with your head, basically, it will help you feel more flexible and more at ease. And this is that I've started to do stretching and Pilates. Now, how does this help if you are autistic? Well, I believe in a mind-body connection. I believe that if your body is flexible and if your body feels at ease, if your body is strong and flexible, so is your mind. And I really started to notice the difference. I've done Pilates now for 1 month and stretching ever since this summer, maybe June or July. And I noticed a huge difference in my thinking, not only in my body. Am I more flexible and more mobile and can move my body with much more ease, but also my thinking. I think more flexible, I am more adaptable, I feel more at ease in my brain, in my head. I'm more at peace, I'm more relaxed in social situations, I'm just much more relaxed in every way. And I 100% believe that the stretching and Pilates have helped me with this. When your body is flexible, your mind will be flexible also. When your body adapts, your mind will adapt. So definitely try out Pilates and stretching. Now what I also noticed when I started to do Pilates is that my body was very, very stiff. And even it was hard to breathe for me because we autistic people tend to have breathing problems. So that's also something I noticed. But it was worth it. I really felt better. So I definitely recommend you to try out Pilates, yoga, or stretching, or all. The second thing is selenium. I am a huge fan of Dr. Eric Berg in YouTube, and he had made a video about autism and how the autistic brain differs from a neurotypical brain. And one thing he had found out, if it was his study or somebody else's, but anyways, he had found out that the autistic brain has more inflammation in it. And this causes the autistic problems. This causes the rigid thinking, this causes the anxiety, this causes all the sensory over sensitivities and all that. And he had found out that the autistic people usually have a deficiency. Sorry guys, my autistic communication struggles are showing up still. But we usually have a deficiency in selenium. And ever since I learned that, I ordered a selenium supplement from the internet. And I started to take that in June, this summer, yes, June. And I noticed a difference. Like, I'm less inflamed, also from my body, but I feel like my brain works better. I feel more neurotypical suddenly. I behave more neurotypical. So this will definitely help you. Selenium supplements. And if you don't want to take a supplement, one food that is very rich in selenium is Brazil nuts. So you can eat Brazil nuts instead of taking selenium supplements or just other foods that are rich in selenium, but selenium will definitely help you. Okay, the third thing is I also take a lot of other supplements because ever since I started to watch Dr. Eric Berg's YouTube videos, I found out that most of us are very deficient in many other nutrients as well, and minerals. So, okay, I can now tell you all the supplements I take with selenium, and these have helped me so much. These have helped me to have energy, to function basically. These have helped me with my depression, anxiety, with my gut issues, with sleeping, with my mood, my hair, my looks, everything. Okay, so the supplements I take are B vitamin complex. This will help autistic and ADHD people a lot. I also have ADHD. This helps my ADHD also. Because we tend to be deficient, especially in vitamin B1, which gets depleted when we eat a lot of carbs and sugars. So B vitamin complex, vitamin D in 10,000 international units, and together with K2. So it's like vitamin D and vitamin K2 in one. And then I take magnesium supplement. We also are usually deficient in it, and this will help you sleep, this will help you relax, etc. And then I take ashwagandha for my stress and anxiety, and this will also help autistic people with their social anxiety and anxiety overall. Why am I losing my voice? This is one of the ways my mysterious brain works. Okay, then I take zinc. Autistic people, I think they were also usually more deficient in zinc. Then I take cod liver oil. This will help you also. What else? Cod liver oil and vitamin C and glutathione. I also started to take glutathione in June, and this is also one very recommended supplement for autistic people to take because we usually lack in glutathione production, or our bodies don't I think it was our bodies don't produce enough glutathione, something like that. And this will also ease the inflammation in your brain a lot, which is crucial when you are autistic. Okay, this one will be controversial because people usually think I'm crazy when I tell them that I do this, but this is fasting. Why has fasting helped my autism? It's because when you fast, when you go a certain period, like 17 hours or longer, without food, your body enters in a state called autophagy. And autophagy is like your body starts to clean old damaged proteins, old damaged stuff in your body, old damaged cells, and this will regenerate your brain. This would regenerate all your body if you go long enough. Your skin, your other tissues, and your brain will regenerate, and your gut also. And gut and brain are connected. So if you do fasting, like maybe once a month, twice a month, you don't have to do it like every day, or of course not. You would die, but you don't have to do it even every week or every other week. You can do it just once, twice a month, or then you can do intermittent fasting. It also will help you if you're autistic, and I also do it sometimes. But I try to incorporate like at least one longer fast, like 20 hours or longer in a month, because it helps me hugely. Ever since I started to fast, I just feel less inflamed. I feel more neurotypical, my productivity is better, and it's because my gut renews itself, and gut and brain, because they're interlinked. When your gut feels better, your brain will work better, and vice versa. And yeah, this will help the autistic brain because it will lower inflammation, it will regenerate your brain. It will literally give you new brain cells, it will clean the inflammation and all the other garbage you have or damaged things you have in your brain and your body and your gut, and this will alleviate your autism. This has alleviated my autism so much. Okay, so much. Fasting and overall decreasing inflammation in your gut and in your brain. You have to take both into account when you want to treat the other. Tip number 5 is taking probiotics. I myself, I take probiotics like a greater amount every once in a while, like between maybe 3 months. I buy specific probiotics that I take for a while, and then I stop for a while, and meanwhile I eat probiotic foods like kefir, Greek yogurt, etc. But I try to incorporate probiotics because this will help you maintain a healthy gut bacteria, which will result in less inflammation also in your brain. So yeah, you have to take extra care of your gut when you are autistic. You are much more likely to struggle with your gut like I do if you're autistic, because the brain and gut are interlinked. If the brain is not functioning like normally, nor will your gut, and vice versa. So you have to take extreme care of your gut, and that's why fasting, because it repairs the gut, will help you, and that's why I do it mostly. It's mostly for my brain. The other reasons are I just feel amazing when I do a fast, and my skin and everything, but that's like secondary. but the primary thing I do it for is the positive effects it has on my autistic brain. Okay, the next tip is, this is like more immediate relief, especially to social anxiety or anxiety overall stress. Because the autistic brain has more inflammation, it is more likely to struggle from anxiety and stress. And this has to do with how you breathe. I know, at least for me, I don't know for other autistic people, but I've heard we breathe abnormally. And we tend to breathe too much or breathe too little. And I notice I breathe too little sometimes, or very often actually. And I learned from somebody that when you breathe, you should try to breathe from the breathing should start from your stomach. And you take like a deep breath from your stomach. You should like feel your stomach breathing also. So you take a deep breath. Then you hold your breath at the top, like this. Hold it here. And then you breathe out slowly. And ever since I learned this, I noticed when I feel stressed, when I feel anxious, this is an easy way to calm myself down. And I feel the relief in my stomach when I breathe from there, when I take deep breaths like that from the stomach. Okay, the next one is that you should try to avoid adding inflammation to your body at all costs. I'm not saying never do these things, but think about, can I afford adding more inflammation to my brain and my body right now? How do you add inflammation to your body? What inflames you? Alcohol, sugar, junk food, they add inflammation to your body and your brain and your gut. And then your autism symptoms will get worse. I, for example, I'm guilty of this. I just ate chocolate, many little pieces, and I already see my face more puffy, my brain working worse. I'm yawning, I'm tired, makes you tired. It's hard for you to digest, and it causes problems. When I ate a lot of sugar, when I had a very unhealthy gut bacteria, when I ate too much sugar, when I ate too much processed foods, and didn't fast, and didn't take probiotics, and didn't know this stuff, I had so much behavioral issues. Like my autism was much worse. I behaved so weirdly. Now I'm much more flexible, and I feel so much better when I don't drink alcohol, when I don't eat too much sugar. I do them sometimes I treat myself, and that's totally okay, do that, but think about, can you afford it, and how much is too much for you. Be aware that these things make you more inflamed and therefore can make your autism symptoms worse. Yeah, so basically, number one thing for you as an autistic person to alleviate your symptoms is avoid adding inflammation and focus on lowering it. This will help you a lot. I've already felt like some days when I have a very little inflammation, I feel like I'm normal, I'm neurotypical. But okay, I love you guys so much, and I really hope that this video will help you. I know how hard life is for autistic people, and I want to do my all to help autistic people and neurodivergent people, because I am one and I know what we go through. So much. We go through so much, and nobody cares about us, nobody helps us, nobody notices our struggles. So if you are one, I know your struggle, and I care about you, and I want to help these people the most. This is my biggest dream to be able to help neurodivergent people. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. Okay, but I will come back to you. I have to go to study now. I love you guys so much.